that kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. It was like just a random MacGuffin that was brought in. It was like, what the fuck's he holding in his hand?
Yes,
like,
it was a huge MacGuffin.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Fortune Theory. Yeah, we're a bit late for these last couple of weeks, so we do apologize. We've just been stuffed under. I don't know how he is, and I don't even know how I am, but yeah, just life and shit.
Stuff.
But, yeah, don't worry, we won't make a habit of being late.
Well, we did mention that we'd probably be doing it Friday or Saturday, so
it would make more sense for some of our content to be a Saturday anyway, because like some of the films don't come out till the Fridays. But this week, this film's just come out. Like, when did it come out officially?
Snake Eyes came out last Friday.
There was an unlimited screening of it last week, I think. But I don't know if it came out officially then or not. At my cinema anyway. But yeah, so it's out and we've both gone to see it. It's it's
well,
good.
What do you think? Did you like it? Because you haven't like properly watched the G.I Joe series in either at all or in years.
I haven't watched a G.I Joe film in God knows how long. Can't remember the last time I watched one. I only partially up to speed with what's kind of going on, and it was Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins was the official title for this film, wasn't it? Not just Snake Eyes.
Well, it was going by basically, it was going by Snake Eyes, but the official title is Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, and it's why I liked it actually.
Which is the origin story of his character, isn't it?
Yeah, the origin story of Snake Eyes. I liked it because G.I. Joe, as far as I'm aware, and I read a review on this as well to sort of get an understanding of the ending, is none of them have really been very personal of a story. They've all sort of just been the G.I. Like the G.I. Joe, like an organization, and just sort of like the Channing Tatum films, like Rise of the Cobra and everything. And it wasn't very like, wasn't very personal, but it was like, it worked as a story basically. But this time now, it's actually like become much more of a personal story and has grown into a slightly better film. But basically, I kind of liked it. I don't really know. I'm on the fence with it. I mean, it wasn't as a Marvel fan. What do you think? Because it's like your only favorite type of film is basically just Marvel at the moment. That wouldn't have. By the way, what like no one would have heard that because that bit will be muted. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, what did you think?
I don't really know. Like, I watched it and I was just like, it had a really fast pace to it. I found, which I don't really find with those sorts of films. Like, yeah, it dragged a bit because it's not really my sort of thing. But like, despite that, it did really have like a fast pace. Like the scenes went really quickly. They flowed quite well in between each other. Overall, like the action was sort of just so stereotypical to the culture, which is like a pet peeve slightly, but just makes it interesting, doesn't it? The inclusion of the Yakuza, that was a little bit unexpected, but at the same time, how is it unexpected? Because it's so expected from that sort of like story. Yeah, I just
it's an odd one.
It wasn't really difficult to like figure out that he wanted to like get revenge for he wanted to avenge his father's death, find the killer and all that sort of stuff like that. He didn't even need to say that for exposition. Like you could just tell in his face, and just how he was going about his life that was something he wouldn't say no to an option to get revenge on his father's killer. If he had a chance to, you could just sort of tell, because otherwise they wouldn't have shown him like with that facial expression when he was younger. And then like, even despite growing up and getting older, you could tell that was something he would probably want, and that would just drive him on any path he'd choose, just to get that as an end result.
Well, yeah, because that was like the ground basis of why he's doing what he's doing, and it works really well. It was again, like I said, it brought more of a personal touch to the G.I. Joe series and sort of like a reboot in a way. I He's a really good. I don't know. I always forget his name. He was really good in I think probably the last. What was it called? The Gentleman. I think Guy Ritchie film. Some people saw it. He was in that last.
Is it a prequel? It kind of gave me the vibes of a prequel. I'm assuming that's just because it was called Origins.
It's mainly. I think. I don't even know. It is just a reboot of the franchise, really, almost. I mean, I guess we'll find out.
Actors, are they different actors or the same ones?
I don't think we've had these guys before. We've had some. We had I've already forgotten her name. She was in the original. Like the main female part of like the G.I Joe organization.
What, the ginger or the one with glasses? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, ginger girl. What was her name? I've already forgotten. Terrible. But yeah, I think the only character
the only character I remember is by name, other than Snake, is Tommy. Because he has like
Scarlet.
I love his outfit. I love his outfit in the film, especially at the end, and like the way they dealt with his character at the end felt like a bit like a sort of Baron Mordo, Doctor Strange kind of ending, where they were like, you know, oh, he's betrayed the trust, so now he doesn't really want to be involved in the main thing anymore, and like he's threatened to kill the protagonist the next time they meet, and he's just walked away when he sort of served as the film's deteragonist in a way, I suppose. For those who don't know, that means the second main character.
But it's I think Scarlet was in at least the original or second installment in the original set. But
so it's canon then.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
But yeah. Of course, yeah. But I just liked it was more original. It wasn't amazing. Cause there were going on to what you said about like there were certain moments that dragged. But then like
I think
5 minutes later,
as an overall story, because it was over 2 hours, and you really felt that because like when when it starts, it's like it really like when people are like, oh, it's 2 hours, oh, that's because of adverts and things. No, the film was
literally filled its 2 hour window.
The film was literally filling its 2 hour window and extra, and it just because I wasn't really like big on it, I was starting to fall very interested in it. Like when it got to like a lot of the action, like the whole training scene where he's got to like, he's got 4 attempts to basically pass this jug to not spill water or something.
Yeah, that was the only scene where at the end I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? You just go, I request it. Like really? You had to do like 30 seconds of contemplation to realize I respectfully request your bowl of water for mine.
That's how I deal with it. Then
just a bunch of fighting for 2 minutes, and
you and Carl doing all like the fucking flippy kicks and spilling it everywhere. I just like, can I have it, please?
Can I have it? But it's like mastering your inner weakness.
It's the idea of doing something dumb because it's the reverse psychology that's the correct way to do it. Whereas you think it's like because of training, you think it's fighting. I suppose that's like metaphorically like trying to teach you that, not all in combat, not everything is a punch.
Yeah.
Like some of it is
all the whole
like,
moral of that.
Some of it is like decision making, just like normal and natural, and it shows that you got to have a sort of calm, steady, responsible, disciplined mind.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the scenarios, not saying that you're going to be fighting an enemy because you want a bowl of like noodle soup or some shit, but like
what an analogy.
What an analogy, but yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming that was what that was meant. It was definitely a laugh moment in the theater.
It was
like, but I think because it's just how stupid the concept of it was, but just I think that metaphorically it had that as the message to it, which was just not all conflict, not all cliche conflict like that you'd expect from this sort of film, with all like the katana violence and just brutality, and kung fu. Or whatever martial art they were doing, all just sort of. I just go with kung fu as my natural. It all just. It's not all about the actual physical. Let's kill someone. Let's beat the living shit out of them. Like there's moments like that as well.
Beaten to a pulp. Yeah, it was. Yeah, if it was me, I would have made that scene sort of either. I mean, the whole training thing. Once you get to the third piece, that is where like your inner heart will reveal whether you will fail or not. But
I don't get how they know if you're telling the truth, though. Is that something to do with the heart? That was the bit I was confused about. How they knew, because when he admits the truth to to Tommy's nan, who was in charge of the opposers, whatever their names were, he tells them the truth about wanting to avenge his dad, and then they're like, your truth rewards you your life, and then she said something in a language, and what was the language? I'm assuming it was Japanese. I want to say.
Yeah. I have no idea. For some, all I can think was Mandarin.
The gray area of not wanting to say too much to add to that. Yeah.
But
to learn our foreign languages, boy.
A few. But it was that was like the main, like, yeah, whether how they were judging the truth or not, because I'm sure at one point he was even he was saying a lie and they expressed it in that he revealed it as the truth, but so how close that would be. But yeah, with that whole like bowl fight, I would have almost drawn the whole moral of that scene out in the entire film, because it was just that scene just threw me off. After I watched that, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. But I know that was not what to take from it. It was the whole finding your inner peace, finding the truth of it, and like you got to let go of whatever like demons, or you got to find the peace within. Like Snake Eyes has to find like his inner truth before he can take on any more tests. But it was pretty good. Yeah, let us know what you thought if you've seen it already. But it was pretty good. Yeah. Any more thoughts? That's about it, really, isn't it?
It's just it's a bit cliche overall for those sorts of films, but like there was a bit of like twists within twists and originality with it that you wouldn't expect.
I will say, yeah, it went
like
back
him
and
working
forward
for him working with the Yakuza secretly, and then being like a spy for the the whatever the fuck the word was that they used to describe the chaste, or the chaste. That's Marvel. Whatever the group was that was facing off against the Yakuza.
Yeah. There was a lot of back and forth until the last like half an hour, 40 minutes, and it was just suddenly...
it just ended up becoming an action scene for some fucking reason, and they just all went at it. What was the glowy thing about?
Some sort of crystal that the family...
That kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. It was like just a random MacGuffin that was brought in.
Yes,
like
it was a huge.
To be fair, my concentration levels were a bit naff regarding overall watching it. So there's only a few things I really specifically remember. It was
actually
when I saw him with that at the end, like when he said that, you can go kill your father's killer now. It was like, what the fuck's he holding in his hand? Why is it glowing? Like that's how like my concentration was. I was just like, oh shit, they've brought this random thing in. Now there's magic in this universe apparently, with things that glow and destroy things.
It was the most poorly placed, well, not poorly placed actually. It was a very, very obviously randomly in the point story placed MacGuffin that became a Chekhov's gun, because ended up being used against them.
But I think it had been referenced by name throughout the story.
It was referenced, yeah, until the point they actually went to get it. So
when it got introduced, it was like...
But it wasn't straight away. That was the thing. It was like the second act, pretty much. It was like beginning to get introduced.
Like with something like that, it should be introduced within like at least the first two scenes.
Yeah.
Like something like that. Not mentioned and then introduced, and then it's like you're bringing a whole new world into your story. About 3/4 in. 3/4 in should have everything that's established to that story in the story. That's my opinion anyway. Unless you're setting up shit for a sequel, like, a cliffhanger with like Infinity Stones or some shit. Like, like that. Like,
well, even if it is going to lead
that's
on, you do still
yeah.
need the 3 acts. You need like 3 acts to it. You need to at least beginning,
You
middle,
can't
and
just
end.
introduce a MacGuffin 3/4 away through the story and say this is what we're going to oppose you with. It's not how it works.
So it was a bit too late.
You
into
wrote
the
a
story.
bad film.
Why did you reference that?
You wrote a bad film, PT.
But it was slightly poorly placed MacGuffin that became a Chekhov's gun. But yeah, let us know your thoughts, and if you haven't seen it already, be sure to go watch it in cinemas. And yeah, on Monday
Monday we'll have 2 videos. We'll have the off topic and we'll have reminiscence, because we've also watched that at the cinema as well. So,
it was like, how are we going to record these, and when are we going to have time to do it? Monday we'll do 2. Fine.
Because one came out weirdly, roughly around the same time as the other one, which was like, these would be great for content. So
yeah,
we've watched Reminiscence now as well, but we thought it'd be a bit too much to do it for one video. So
yeah, like and subscribe and click the notification bell to
we would
see
like
when
that
we
one out
upload
before
that.
next. We would like that one out before next Friday. So
exactly.
Yeah, so we're going to do 2 videos for Monday in case we're late with the off topic. So we'll do Reminiscence as well, and off topic Tuesdays, perhaps. So you have a video Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week coming if you actually give a shit.
There we go.
Yeah,
full time in it almost.
Yeah,
but there we go.
We'll record Friday's video on Thursday as well. Might get out for, and then we'll have fuck all for Friday. Yeah, 4-day streak.
There we go. Right then.
This week is the 4-day tune theory.
4-day tune.
4-day tune. 1v1v. Yeah. Anyway, fuck that. See you guys later.
Thanks for watching, guys.
If you like what you saw and you like what you just heard, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more content coming soon.
Oh, fuck, what recorded?
Keep that in.